Hello, and thanks for taking the time to find out a little more about the Land Rover Defender Hardtop. More than any other car, the Defender defines Land Rover as a brand, and it's no surprise that the reimagining of this iconic vehicle took some time. The final design is instantly recognisable as a continuation of a line that began in 1948. But it is unashamedly a modern 4x4 with the latest technology, respectful of the past, but not shackled by it. The Hardtop name dates back to 1950, when the introduction of demountable hardtops gave early series Land Rovers added security and protection from the elements. New Defender Hardtop continues this ethos, sharing its fixed metal roof and silhouette with the iconic original, with the bonus of a broad canvas to enhance with company livery. Available in both 90 and 110 body designs, the durable interior of this commercial model combines a two-seat passenger compartment with the option of a third central jump seat and a flexible, hard-wearing rear load bay that provides 1,355 litres of load space on the 90 and 2,059 litres on the 110. By incorporating clever, lockable underfloor storage solutions and a secure bulkhead partition, the team at Land Rover Special Vehicle Operations have taken every step to maximise the space and practicality of the Defender in its transformation into the most usable and hard-wearing commercial Land Rover ever produced. Form is still secondary to function. All-wheel drive and a twin-speed gearbox are standard, the move to an 8-speed auto a welcome refinement. All models tow 3.5 tonne. The Defender Hardtop rides on coils and springs as standard, with the option of air suspension on the 110 for a slightly smoother, height-adjustable ride. Off-road demands dictate a high ground clearance of up to 29 centimetres and wading depth of 900 millimetres when air suspension is fitted, and wheels pushed to the corners for class-leading approach and departure angles. A full suite of terrain response systems ensure the Defender is always offering the best control and power delivery, whatever the conditions outside. Certainly, with this new model, less expertise and effort is required from the driver to exploit the full capabilities of the vehicle. The defiantly upright body is more than 95% aluminium, reducing weight, but also delivering the stiffest, toughest chassis Land Rover has ever produced. Other cars may seek to hide these underpinnings, but it seems entirely appropriate that Defender wears the chassis with pride, exposing structural beams as part of the dashboard, the powder-coated aluminium lending a cool, tactile texture. Elsewhere, the cabin continues a rugged, practical theme, with hard-wearing seat coverings, a rubber floor with flat door sills to allow a thorough internal rinse, and large utilitarian storage areas. The flat loading area is rubber-lined, with lashing points to secure cargo, and the 110 features specially designed door cards to prevent items being lost into gaps, making use of what would be the footwells on the passenger vehicle to provide secure, lockable underfloor storage spaces, accessible from both the top and side, useful if you already have items in the load space. Interior lights are up to 5 times brighter to complete a functional, durable and flexible load space. The bulkhead provides both protection for passengers from unsecured loads and a sense of refinement in the cabin. Passenger comfort and well-being is further addressed with the new air purification technology, filtering out allergens and particulates and then using ionisation to remove contaminants at a bacterial level. Air quality is constantly monitored and reported to the driver, and the new Air Purge feature can be activated remotely from the phone app to refresh and purify the cabin air before passengers enter. The technological heart of the new Defender is our new Pivi Pro infotainment system. Always on. As soon as you get in the car, the system is alert and waiting for your command. Pivi Pro is responsive, quick, and the whole implementation has a simple elegance. Climate control dials ensure you don't need to go hunting in the touchscreen menus for the functions that you need most often. A quick press on these dials accesses heated and cooled seat controls. Press the fan button and the dial controls ventilation. Press the terrain response button and dial round to select drive mode. It's a minimalist interface, but not one that has compromised usability in search of a minimalist ideal. And we are Land Rover, so we build a touchscreen that you can operate with gloves on. Supplied with a 4G SIM, the connected system can update over the air, ensuring that system updates are applied promptly and maps are kept current. With voice control, setting the destination is as simple as reading out the address. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are standard, and the integration of your phone can be taken further with the dedicated app, which allows remote lock and unlock, export of journey logs to an Excel spreadsheet, and remote start, which allows the Defender to securely de-ice and warm itself up ready for departure in winter, and cool itself down before you get in for your comfort in summer. Wireless charging allows compatible phones to charge without plugging in. Surround cameras are standard and can simulate many different views around the outside of the car, like a remote scout, checking the terrain for obstacles. You can even see the ground underneath the car to precisely position front wheels on off-road terrain, or save the alloys driving down a narrow street with high curb. The optional clear sight rear view mirror uses a camera mounted on the rooftop antenna to give a perfect view, as though you had a clear line of sight to the rear screen. Clearly, the off-road capabilities will be tested in every review, but in many ways it feels like a foregone conclusion. When the best 4x4 company in the world set out to make the most capable 4x4, of course it will perform. The revolution is perhaps more in the on-road drive, where there was substantial room for improvement over the original. Modern technology means we no longer have to compromise. We can have extremely long travel suspension and a taut, comfortable ride that stays flat through corners. The air suspension has a system we call adaptive dynamics, allowing the stiffness of the dampers to be adjusted on the move, giving a more comfortable ride on smooth, straight roads, and tightening up if you start throwing the car around corners. And it reacts really fast. The system sensors report 500 times a second, so if you hit a pothole with your front wheel at 70 miles an hour, by the time the rear wheels are having to deal with it, the suspension will already have adapted to minimize the impact on the ride, always delivering the perfect balance of ride comfort and stability control. The electronic locking differential option brings with it torque vectoring, a system that allows for sharper cornering by applying the brakes to just the inside wheels on a corner and keeping the power on the outside wheels. Great for when you want to drive more enthusiastically. Whatever adventure you're headed for, the chances are you'll be getting some of the way on tarmac, and the new Defender handles that challenge just as well as any other terrain. Engine-wise, a 3-litre straight-six diesel produces 200 horsepower in the 90 and 250 or 300 horsepower in the 110, providing the low-down torque that is so well suited to off-road use and towing, and fuel economy well matched to clocking up motorway miles. Standard kit is generous. 18-inch wheels, LED headlights, power folding mirrors, heated, power-adjustable front seats, 3D surround cameras and sensors, connected nav, heated windscreen, cruise control, climate control, wade sensing, 8-speed auto, all-wheel drive, low range. Every Defender is capable of great things. The 110 is available in 3 other specifications. The S model adds 19-inch alloy wheels, keyless entry, an auto-dipping main beam, and an interactive driver display replaces the standard dials with a customizable display. SE raises wheel size to 20-inch, adds the clear sight rear view mirror, blind spot assist, and electrically adjustable steering column and memory settings for seats and mirrors, useful if you share the car with another driver, and an ISOFIX point on the passenger seat. All this is topped off with an enhancement to the stereo, offering Meridian's 400-watt 11-speaker unit. HSE adds a heated steering wheel, a smooth Windsor leather interior continuing over the tops of the doors and the dashboard, and a couple of driver technologies. Matrix LED lights create a cone of shadow around other road users so as not to dazzle them, but maintain full beam illumination everywhere else for unsurpassed nighttime vision, and adaptive cruise control, which uses radar to match the speed of the car in front, slowing all the way down to a stop if necessary, for relaxed motorway driving and stress-free control in stop-start traffic. With a raft of customizable options and accessories, do check out the Land Rover online configurator for the full selection. Thank you for spending a little time getting to know more about the Land Rover Defender, capable of great things all over again. Further information can be found on the Land Rover website or YouTube channel.